tell you what, you asked me about dissimilar, and I made a video about it, but I'll talk about it here on your show. But actually, the most memorable fight that I had over there, probably in my entire Hornet career, was against an RMAF Hawk.
Oh, really?
Yes, exactly,
Oh,
exactly. A couple things I learned, just so I happen to be flying with termite again on this fight, but uh, they're like, "Hey, man, we're gonna do some dissimilar with the Hawk," and I was like, "Cool." And we had two tanks on the jet at the time, and so I'm leading it. So they send the Hawk pilot over, and we brief, and I tell him, I'm like, "Hey, man, listen, I got two tanks, but I'll probably just use mill. Like, we'll make it interesting because I flew the Hawk, well, a version of the Hawk in the Navy, and that thing is not very good at BFM. And so in my mind, I'm like, this is a piece of cake. So I'm basically telling this Hawk pilot, I can't remember his call sign, but I'm like, man, I won't use burner. I might do this. Show you a little leg here. We get done with the brief, like we walk out. Termite's like, yo, Gonky, you got to use burner, dude. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, we have to win. I'm like, we're gonna win. He's like, no. He's like, you have to use burner. We gotta go for the kill. Right? I'm like, Termite, you're kind of freaking me out here. Like, what's going on, dude? Like, am I missing something? And so I was like, all right. So we went out there, Mike, and I'll never forget, man. We had a saying in the T-45, "Go up, blow up," you know. And so I hit the merge with this Hawk, and I go straight up, and I get through about 90 degrees, and that's when I crank my head around. I'm looking down beneath me. I'm like, where's he at? I'm just gonna roll over the top here, and we're just gonna, pepper bullets all over him. It's gonna be over. And I don't see him, and I had a momentary panic attack. And then I looked directly across from me, and dude, there he is, going straight up with me,
no way.
like we're matched, And I'm
Wow.
like, and there was probably every fighter pilot is going through this when they have a game plan. They're supremely confident what's about to happen is going to happen, and then it doesn't happen, and you have this like 2-second panic episode where you don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
literally like, how is he matching me? And like I kind of froze up for a second, and then I was like, all right, at least put the blower in. So I put the blower in. Now like termite's
Yeah.
words were coming in. Put the blower. So I put the blower in, and Mike, we ended up we come up top here, and he made a mistake. He went nose low almost right away, and which is a mistake. And I was able to capitalize on that and gun him. But we got back in the deep. I don't remember the other. We did like 2 more engagements. I don't remember those at all. But we went back, and I guess he was the Hawk demo pilot. Because that thing doesn't have any fancy FCS, right? It's all stick and rudder, and if you depart, you depart. And I told him, I was like, dude, I'm like, how did you do that? Because to match me like that, he had to match my pull. And like I said, having flown the T-45, I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no way. And that's when he told me, like, well, man, I do a lot of the demo, and I'm one of the high time Hawk guys, and this and that. And I was like, dude, I was like this close, man. This close to me, just like flying out in front of you, not knowing what to do, kind of thing. But that was by far my most memorable BFM engagement out there.